Hey, John, welcome back. I guess tell us what went through your mind when you first learned you went on protocol and what the experience was like for you these past week and a half or so.
Yeah, obviously, you don't want to go on protocol. But also knowing the world we've been in here for a while now, and what things have looked like for us as players in the league, what's gone on this season and previous years, and currently where we're at. Um, it happened. I think just kind of understanding, um, what that was going to be like. Obviously, knowing I was going to have to isolate. And just try to take care of myself, just try to get some rest and feel as good as I can, recover as quick as possible. I had some symptoms on Saturday, probably my toughest day, but recovered from there pretty quickly and started feeling much better on Sunday. And every day just continued to feel better and better. And last week was able to work out a few times, just at least get the body moving, get a little bit of a sweat, and obviously just try to be as ready as you can coming out of it, as good of a place as you can be for a day like today. Yeah, fortunate it wasn't too bad for myself, knowing that it's been more difficult for others at times.
And how was today? I mean, it's kind of hard to judge first time on the ice back, but did it feel any different than any other time you were injured and it was your first time back on the ice, like the same kind of sensation, or is there any kind of other things you kind of have to be mindful of when you're out there?
Well, usually when you come back for an injury, the injury is not always quite 100%. So you're usually out there on your own. You're going at a much more moderate or less competitive type of pace or environment. Everything felt like it was moving really fast around you, and you just weren't moving very fast yourself. Obviously, just getting the heart rate to that level with the competitiveness and fighting through the fatigue. When you're out there competing and skating hard. So just knocking some of the rust off and trying to get your timing back and obviously, at that type of intensity. So to be expected when you haven't skated for, I think it was, I tested positive on Thursday and we had practiced that day. So 9 or 10 days, right, roughly. So plus, traveling across the country. So no doubt, you're going to be feeling it a little bit today.
Next up, we'll go to Rosie DiMano with the Toronto Star. Go ahead, Rosie.
Thank you. I guess you had to isolate after you came back. Did that mean for an extended period having to block yourself off from your family? If so, what was that like?
Yeah, very difficult. You obviously want to be with your family, especially when you've been on the road already for a while and anticipating and waiting to get home. So just nice to be with them again and see my two boys and see my wife and just be able to spend time with them again, catch up when you're being away for a while. So definitely not easy. It takes a toll, but you're doing what's necessary to protect people around you.
So, did you have to confine yourself to a room in your home, or how did that work?
I went up north to my cottage for a number of days until it was okay to kind of come back and be at home. So, very fortunate that I spent a lot of my off season up there and had somewhere to go.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Jonas Siegel with The Athletic. Go ahead, Jonas.
Hey, John, you mentioned having symptoms on the Saturday. What was that day like? Was it like a scary experience for you personally?
No, I wouldn't say it was scary, but I was definitely not feeling great. Just woke up, just didn't have a great sleep Friday night, just woke up. Had a strong headache, some body aches, and just a lot of fatigue, just really, really tired. Things improved kind of as the day went on. I had a much better sleep Saturday night and woke up and the symptoms woke up Sunday and symptoms were much more minimal, definitely not as strong. And by Sunday night, was feeling pretty good. I started losing my taste and smell that night. And then we flew back that evening and really from, other than just some of the jet lag and general fatigue you feel from that, from Monday on, I started to kind of just feel better and better every day in terms of my energy and just feeling like myself and getting back on a good sleep pattern. And then, like I said, just getting the body moving, get a little bit of a sweat throughout the week helped a lot too.
We'll take a few more here. We'll go back to David Alter with the hockey news. Go ahead, David.
John, I know you were looking forward to the Olympics a lot. when did that become a realization in your mind that it probably wasn't going to happen? And how do you feel about the situation as a whole?
I think just obviously disappointed we're not going to get that opportunity. I think obviously the whole hockey community is feeling it, not just us as players. Really special when you get a best on best tournament. We know how unique and how rare they are, especially at the Olympic Games and what the Olympic Games are from an athlete standpoint, how unique and special that experience is. And to be an Olympian and to play for your country and being part of a bigger team than just a hockey team. So I think we're all disappointed, especially knowing we were going this year and all intentions were there. I think obviously as we saw things start to develop, saw what happened in Calgary and other teams really starting to have significant breakouts, and then our team starting to go through it, knowing as each game started getting postponed, just became less and less likely. It seemed they're just that much more difficult to pull off. So no doubt we're disappointed, and for myself, obviously it doesn't get easier as you get older and the chances go by. So definitely a tough pill to swallow, and we love to be going. So it is what it is now. Just try to turn the page and just focus on the rest of the season with the Maple Leafs, and knowing our schedule is going to be flipped around here a little bit, and then whatever break we do get in February, just make the most of that. Something that if I was going to possibly make the team, knowing that you weren't going to get that, so take advantage of that now. It just kind of is what it is.
And last one here, we'll go to Kristen Chilton with ESPN. Go ahead, Kristen.
Hey, John. Obviously, everyone's health and safety is the most important thing, but I just wondered, what do you think about sort of the challenge that lies ahead for you guys with, players being out? You're going to be playing probably shorthanded here for a bit. What kind of goes through your mind when you think about what it's going to be like when the schedule does pick up again?
Yeah, it'll be a challenge, I think. Obviously, a very unique circumstance. Not an easy thing to go through. We're obviously going to be missing the guys that aren't going to be here right off the bat. So it's a great opportunity for some guys to step up and look forward to more opportunity, different roles, and for the guys that are here to set the tone and be ready to go, be ready to play and compete and get back to the game that we were playing and the consistency that we want to play at and the level that we expect. So it's going to be a great challenge for us. So mentally and our mindset has to be really sharp and dialed in. So no doubt it'll be a challenge.